What's going on, guys? Jay's 2 cents here, bringing you another video here on the tech channel about, well, tech, because that's what we do here. At least that's what I try and do. Now, when I built Skunkworks a few months back, a lot of people recognized and kind of called out the fact that I just sort of glossed right over the hard drives, and I didn't really mention the hard drives when it came to Skunkworks. And the reality is, the storage situation on my main rig is pretty atrocious, to say the least. Now, just to answer some questions here about what hard drives I'm currently running, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's disappointing. In fact, I'm probably going to lose some community respect with what went in there because I'm not running any RAIDs or anything like that. In fact, I've got two SSDs, a 256 ADATA SX900, which I will be replacing with a Samsung 840 EVO, a 500 gigabyte pretty soon here. A Plextor 256 gigabyte, that's the M5. I am running a 2 terabyte Toshiba drive and a 1 terabyte Toshiba drive, and that's it. And as you can probably imagine, I'm running out of space very fast when it comes to the amount of storage I need to bring you guys this lovely HD content. In fact, on average, a 10-minute video takes about 35 gigabytes of raw footage. We're talking with the B-roll and all the outtakes and that sort of stuff, about 35 gigabytes per video. And considering I have over 400 videos, you can do the math on how bad my storage situation is. So recently I was contacted by Western Digital, and they said, "Hey Jay, we love the channel, we love the content. Is there anything we can do for you?" And it was all of a sudden like the clouds opened and everything just... So Western Digital said, "Yeah, man, we got you covered. We'll go ahead and send you one of the MyCloud EX2 NAS servers. It is a network accessible storage, and it's got its own processor, and it's actually pretty cool." Now, this is the 4 terabyte version. It's got two 2 terabyte Western Digital Reds in there, and it's got its own software. You can access it from iPad or Android or iOS devices, from other computers, from obviously your main computer, and it's pretty neat. It has its own software. You can do RAID configs and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this bad boy open, take a quick look at it, and then we're gonna set it up and see if it's really as plug and play as they claim that it is. Now, when you first open up the box, right on the top, there's a concierge service card here with a 800 number or 855 number right on top to give you some support if you need it. You have your actual NAS drive right here. It's upside down. It's actually packed in there pretty tightly. So we've got a box of accessories, and we've got the NAS itself. Now, as you can see, the NAS, it's pretty small. In fact, it looks bigger on the box. This is it right here. It's pretty damn small. It looks really nice, actually. It's almost like a gunmetal-y color. Hell, it even matches Skunkworks. That's pretty awesome. Right on the top, you can see you have got your plug-and-play storage hard drives on there. I'm sorry, your hot swap drives on there. I'm going to go ahead and leave these in there for now because I haven't read the manual. But two 2 terabyte Western Digital Reds. Pretty awesome if you ask me. And then I'm assuming this is probably going to have maybe a Cat 5 or a Cat 6 and some power. Yep, there we go. We got a power brick right here, and we have got our Ethernet cable right here. So that's it. That's all that's in the box. I'm going to go ahead and plug this thing in now, and we will see just how easily this thing is set up on the network, and we'll start archiving some data. Although you guys won't get to be a part of that because I take data security very serious. Serious business.
Transition.
Well, guys, I gotta say that the Western Digital MyCloud EX2 is very, very simple to use. In fact, I've been playing around with it for a while now, which is why the sudden wardrobe change, because I was like, oh, I forgot to record the last part of the video because I got so involved in setting up the NAS and I was having so much fun with that. RAID setup is very easy. You can do JBOD, you can do striped, or RAID 0, RAID 1, you can do spanned. And I went ahead and moved it from a RAID 0, which it came pre-set up as a RAID 0, into a span setup. Now, I don't need the super fast transfer rate of a RAID, and I don't need the redundancy of a RAID because I'm not actually using that as my operating system drives, obviously. I actually want as much storage as I possibly can, since it really is going to be nothing more than storage and archiving of my YouTube videos and a lot of my raw content that I use when I do my editing. So I want all 4 terabytes available to me, not 2 terabytes in a RAID setup. But you can set up multiple users, you can allocate which parts of the hard drive are theirs, give them access to certain files, you have shared files which are public, and it's really cool. So if you want to give different file folders availability to different users in your family or maybe your office, you can even lock them down to only having access to the folders that you give them access to. So it's very neat. There's actual data encryption on there, there's automatic backups, there's even automatic like HTTP file fetching on there, so that if you're constantly pulling down files or something for work, you can even set a timer on there where it will go to these HTTP settings with these usernames, and you can actually set it up to go and fetch files and download them automatically. You can hook up USB storage devices to this so that you have some more redundancy when it comes to file backups, and there's just so much flexibility in this. It's more than just a network accessible storage. It is really a mini server that is just accessed on your storage. It's so much more than just a basic NAS. It's got full functionality. The dashboard is easy to use. It's very intuitive. Updating the software is very simple. In fact, I needed a firmware update. All I did was click one button and off it went. It did everything by itself. So guys, if you're looking for having a very simple NAS solution, you've got to consider looking at the MyCloud from Western Digital. I mean, guys, that's what Western Digital does. This is what they do. This is their thing. Storage. I loved everything about the software. In fact, there's not one thing I found in this software that it can't do that I wish it did. In fact, actually, there's one thing, and it might even be able to do it. I just haven't found a way to do it if there is a way. If there's a way to set up users to where they have access to their own folders, but if you could limit the amount of access they can have to the NAS in terms of storage, you could say user A only gets 200 gigabytes of storage and user 3 gets 100 gigabytes, whatever. That would be really cool. I haven't found a way to do it. It might be possible, but I recommend heading on over to the Western Digital website or look down the description. You can find some Amazon links if you guys are interested in purchasing this drive for yourself or somebody else. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Go ahead and head on over to Facebook or Twitter if you have any questions. It's the best place to get a hold of me. As always, guys, I really, really appreciate your views. It helps this channel a whole bunch. You guys have no idea where this channel would be right now if it wasn't for you guys. Actually, I do. It would be absolutely nowhere. And I've got you guys to thank for the success of this channel. So as always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.